What are switch statements? Switch statements allow you to execute different blocks of code based on a value of a given expression. The expression is compared with the values of each case label. The break keyword tells the compiler to exit from the switch statement. The default case is optional and is executed if none of the other case values match the expression. Let's create a mystery box. The player picks a number and receives a gift. Let's write a message to the console asking the player to pick a number. So we use the console out, left shift operator, and we'll put, for our message, we'll put pick a number from 1 to 5. And we'll leave a little space. Put our terminator on the end. We need a variable to store the player's chosen number. So let's create a string named option. So we come up here. Let's create a string named option. Now let's use the console in function and we'll use our options variable to store the player's choice. So let's come back down here. Console in this time. We use a right shift operator. We'll pass in our option variable. Now let's create our switch statement. So we write switch and using parentheses is where we put our expression. And inside the body down here is where we put our different cases. So in our expression, we want to use our option variable. That will be the choice the player made, and that's our expression. But we want to convert it to an int. To do that, we have to use the string to int function. And as you can see, it's saying we need to include the string header. So let's add that. And as you can see at the top, it's included the string header. So let's return to our function here and we'll put our options variable. If the player puts a number between 1 and 5, it will convert it over to an int. But the player could put another number in, and we'll see how to deal with that problem in a minute. Let's create 5 mystery gifts the player could receive, depending on the number they choose. So we put our first case in. In this case, uses the label 1, the int, then followed by colon, and we use a console out function to tell the player they have received a health potion. Then we put break so you can escape from the switch statement. Let's add another case for the second option. Same again as like before. We use case, we put number 2 for the int, and we use a colon. And this time, when we write to the console, we say you receive ammo, and then we use break. So let's add another case. This time, number 3, colon, you receive a sword. And for case 4, you receive 100 coins. And for case 5, you receive a bow. But what if the player chooses a number that isn't between 1 and 5? So that's where we use a default case. If none of the cases labels match the expression, so the player has chosen a number that's not between 1 and 5, then we can set a default case to use instead, using the default keyword. So the default case uses the word default and doesn't have any number associated. And inside here, we'd put our cout function, the shift operator. Our message will be, you receive nothing. Terminator. We don't have to include a break here because this is the last in the list. It will exit out of the switch statement anyway. Now run the console. As you can see, it's saying pick a number between 1 and 5. So if we pick 2, you receive ammo. If you have any questions about anything I mentioned in this video, please feel free to leave a comment below. I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.